You are not stronger than your struggles. Life does not owe you comfort. Growth comes from facing reality, not avoiding it. The truth is simple. Nobody cares about your excuses. Every setback, every failure, every moment you feel broken is not a reason to quit. It is an invitation to grow. Life does not pause for anyone. People who wait for perfect conditions will wait forever. The world moves, and it will move past you if you do not act. Pain is not a punishment. It is feedback. It tells you where you are weak, where you lack discipline, where your focus falters. Ignoring it or complaining will not change a thing. You must confront it. You must analyze it. You must use it. Growth is never convenient. It happens when you push through the discomfort, when you continue showing up even when every part of you wants to stop. Discipline is forged in the moments nobody sees. Responsibility is proven in the choices you make when the easy path is tempting. Personal accountability means owning the mistakes, the losses, the laziness, and the fear, and deciding to move forward anyway. Every difficult situation has a lesson, but only if you pay attention. Avoidance guarantees stagnation. Complaining guarantees nothing. Action guarantees change. You will face situations where the effort seems pointless, where the hours are long and the results are invisible. That is exactly when growth happens. Real work is silent. Real progress is invisible until it is undeniable. Stop measuring yourself against others. Stop looking for validation. Stop seeking shortcuts. Every challenge you endure is a step in your development. Every struggle you overcome builds resilience, clarity, and capability. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid problems, they are the ones who face them. Learn from them and keep moving forward. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Commitment is permanent. The only person responsible for your growth is you. If you blame circumstances, you delay progress. If you blame others, you give up control. If you blame yourself without acting, you stagnate. Growth demands clarity, focus, and relentless effort. It demands consistency over time. It demands that you refuse to let temporary discomfort dictate permanent outcomes. When you fully accept that growth is a process of enduring, analyzing, and improving through hardship, you stop fearing obstacles. You start seeing opportunity. You start seeing potential. The key is simple. Face what comes, learn from it, and adapt. Pain becomes instruction. Failure becomes feedback. Challenges become the training ground for the person you are becoming. The question is not if you will go through hard times, is how you will go through them. Will you let them define you, or will you let them refine you? Every day you survive without growth is a wasted opportunity. Every day you face reality and respond with effort is a day you invest in yourself. This is how growth happens. Not in comfort, not in luck, not in hope. Only in relentless, honest action. Comfort is a trap. The moment you prioritize ease over effort, you stop growing. Growth requires doing what you do not feel like doing, day after day. It is waking up before sunrise, pushing through fatigue, and choosing action over excuses. Every time you settle for less, you weaken your discipline. Every time you avoid responsibility, you weaken your character. You do not grow in the absence of difficulty. You grow through it. Challenges are not setbacks. They are opportunities to test your limits and expand them. Hard work is not glamorous. It is often invisible, exhausting, and repetitive. You will carry loads that feel too heavy, face problems that seem unsolvable, and endure moments that feel unfair. That is life. Your response determines your results. If you quit, complain, or shrink, nothing changes. If you persist, adapt, and learn, you transform your struggles into strength. Every failure, every mistake, every painful lesson is a building block. The question is not whether you will encounter hardship. It is whether you will let it define you or refine you. You must own your life. No one else will. Responsibility is not just about showing up. It is about doing the hard things without supervision or applause. It is about taking initiative when no one is watching, correcting your errors without being told, and holding yourself to standards higher than anyone else demands. Accountability is brutal because it leaves no room for excuses. But it is also liberating because it gives you control over your growth. Blaming circumstances, luck, or other people is a choice to remain stagnant. Choosing accountability is a choice to evolve. Growth demands patience and persistence. Instant results are rare. Real change is the accumulation of small, consistent actions repeated without fail. Each difficult day, each moment of resistance, each small victory compounds. You cannot skip the process. There are no shortcuts. Discipline, focus, and effort must be relentless. It is the quiet moments of perseverance, the unseen hours of struggle, that determine the trajectory of your life. You must accept that discomfort is a permanent part of progress. Fear will always be present. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of discomfort. It is not a signal to retreat. It is a signal to act. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is action in spite of fear. Every time you face your fear, you stretch your capacity to handle life's challenges. Growth is forged in these moments, not in safety. Do not wait for confidence or permission. Take action with the tools and knowledge you have today, then refine yourself along the way. You have to endure what others avoid, work when others rest, and face challenges when others complain. That is the formula for growth. The struggle is the teacher, and your effort is the lesson. Every trial carries insights. Every obstacle holds opportunity. Growth is not abstract. It is practical. It is measurable in results, character, and resilience. Stop waiting for life to hand you opportunities. Stop hoping hardship will be easy. Show up, take responsibility, and grow through what you go through. Most people think growth is linear. It is not. Progress is uneven, messy, and often invisible until the results become undeniable. You will face days when effort feels pointless, when fatigue, doubt, and frustration are constant companions. Those are the moments that define your trajectory. How you respond in these moments determines whether you remain stagnant or evolve. Every challenge you endure, every failure you absorb, every discomfort you face adds depth to your resilience. You cannot control what life throws at you, but you can control how you respond. That control is where growth begins. Discipline is your foundation. Without it, intentions remain wishes. Showing up consistently, doing the hard work without recognition, and maintaining standards when nobody watches creates a framework for results. The world rewards reliability and effort more than talent or luck. Excellence is built in the daily grind, in the moments you choose action over comfort, persistence over surrender. Avoiding responsibility, waiting for easier circumstances, or seeking shortcuts only delays your development. Growth is the product of sustained, focused effort over time. Hard truths must be faced. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is coming to give you permission. Life does not adjust for your convenience or wait for your readiness. Waiting for ideal conditions or for someone else to make it happen is a decision to remain the same. You must take full ownership of your circumstances and decide to act regardless. Growth requires humility to admit mistakes, courage to face them, and discipline to correct them. Every mistake becomes a lesson, every setback becomes a tool for improvement, and every uncomfortable moment becomes an opportunity. You will experience fear, doubt, and uncertainty. They are natural, unavoidable, and often persistent. Real growth is not the absence of these feelings, is performing in spite of them. Courage is practical. It is applied in action, not in words. Every time you confront fear and continue forward, you expand your capacity to handle life. Every time you endure without complaint, you strengthen your character. The person you become is forged in these moments, not in comfort. Growth is deliberate, structured, and relentless. Finally, remember that the process never ends. Growth is not a destination. It is a lifelong commitment. There will always be new challenges, new obstacles, new lessons. The question is whether you will face them with resolve, responsibility, and effort, or whether you will retreat, complain, and stagnate. The difference between those who evolve and those who remain average is simple: willingness to endure, willingness to act, willingness to learn from what life gives you. Do not waste pain. Do not waste struggle. Learn, adapt, persist, grow through what you go through. The hard truth is this: nothing else will produce the person you are capable of becoming.